LLMs are no longer the future of text generation. I heard this statement today and honestly it made me to pause. If not LLMs alone, then what's coming next? Let me explain. Hi, this is Ankita, an AI developer. So while I was researching, I discovered Meta's JAPA model, that is Joint Embedding Predictive Architecture, and the more I read about it, it felt so fascinating since the focus was not to generate a better text, it was about teaching an AI model how the real world actually works. Please don't get me wrong here. LLMs are incredibly powerful, but at the end of the day, these all work in autoregressive mode. That is, predicting a next token one word at a time. This works amazingly fine when it comes to the language, but also has its own downsides. Since it won't see the real world and don't have any explicit world model and purely relying on the text data. That's why we encounter some issues such as hallucinations, fragile reasoning, biases, especially when the model sees the new visuals or the physical situations. That's why the JAPA takes a different pathway. Instead of predicting a word, it predicts the meaning. More specifically, it predicts the points in a semantic embedding space. Here the goal is to not to predict an exact right sentence, it is to make sure that predicted meaning must be closer to one targeted meaning. Let's understand this with a simple example. Consider you are showing one video to your model where the ball is dropping into the glass of water. Now if you ask what's happening here, we might say that the ball is dropping and the water level may increase or the water spills out. All are correct and describing the same event. But the traditional VL model often struggles here. Since they are trained in a token level, they don't have ability to understand and considers all these are in a different outcomes only. But the VL JAPA steals the show. It maps all this description to a nearby continuous embedding space and understands all these are related to one particular event only. Here the focus is to remove all the linguistic noise and concentrating on the core concepts. And the architecture also pretty elegant here. We have frozen pre-trained VIT encoders and the strong embeddings such as Gemma, and the training also happened in a latent space. This makes JAPA more powerful and allows the cross-model retrieval, conditional generation, and also helps them to work in a non-autoregressive way. Here we can see the real shift of the AI towards an reasoning and also understanding in real world, not only sticking only to the text generation. Now the systems are able to understand, generalize, reason, and also make a decisions little more like a humans do. What's your thought on this? Let me know. Thank you.